Good morning, America, and welcome to your daily news briefing for Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. Here are the biggest stories breaking right now across the United States and the world. Story 1. Singer D4. FIDE charged with murder in a shocking development out of Los Angeles. Prosecutors have formally charged 21-year-old Houston-born singer D4VD, whose real name is David Burke, with the murder of a 14-year-old girl. The victim's dismembered body was discovered inside his car last year, triggering a secret grand jury investigation by Los Angeles County. The case has sent shockwaves through the music industry, with fans and fellow artists expressing disbelief. Burke had been rising rapidly in the music world before his arrest. Prosecutors say the evidence against him is significant, and the case is expected to go to trial later this year. Story 2. Louisiana family massacre. 8 children killed. A horrific mass shooting in Louisiana has left the nation in mourning. Police say a gunman specifically targeted his own family, opening fire and killing 8 children in a single attack over the weekend. It is one of the deadliest family-targeted shootings in recent American history. Investigators are working to determine the full motive behind the massacre. The community is devastated, and law enforcement has urged the public to come forward with any additional information. Local officials have called for emergency mental health resources to be deployed to the affected neighborhood. Story 3. North Carolina school shooting. 2 teens' dead gun violence struck close to home again this week, as police in North Carolina confirmed that 2 teenagers were killed and several others injured in a shooting near a middle school on Monday morning. The incident sent the surrounding community into lockdown as law enforcement swarmed the area. Parents rushed to the scene in panic, desperate for information about their children. Investigators have detained a suspect, but a full motive has not yet been publicly released. The tragedy has reignited calls for stricter gun control measures near schools across the United States. Story 4. Supreme Court rejects gender transition. School case. The United States Supreme Court has declined to hear a major legal battle over parental rights and gender identity in public schools. The case centered on whether a school can encourage a child's social gender transition without notifying or obtaining consent from the parents. By turning away the case, the Supreme Court leaves lower court rulings in place, a decision that has drawn fierce reaction from both sides of the debate. Conservative parental rights groups called it a betrayal, while LGBTQ advocates celebrated it as a victory for student privacy and safety. The issue is expected to return to the courts in different forms across multiple states in the coming months. Story 5. Trump escalates feud with Pope Leo XIV. The war of words between President Donald Trump and Pope Leo XIV shows no signs of slowing down. Trump has continued to hurl public insults at the Pope, following Leo's sharp criticisms of the ongoing war in Iran. Religious scholars and political analysts describe this as one of the most dramatic ruptures between an American president and the Vatican in modern history. The conflict is creating a deep divide among America's nearly 70 million Catholics, many of whom feel torn between their religious loyalty and their political identity. The White House has shown no indication of backing down. Story 6. China's humanoid robot beats humans in half marathon. In a stunning display of technological power, a humanoid robot built by Chinese smartphone maker Honor completed a half marathon in Beijing, finishing the 13-mile race in just 50 minutes and 26 seconds. That time beats the human world record for the same distance. The race featured multiple humanoid robots competing alongside human runners in a historic first-of-its-kind event. The achievement is being seen as a major signal of China's rapidly accelerating dominance in robotics and artificial intelligence, and is raising fresh questions in Washington about the future of American competitiveness in the technology race. That is your complete news briefing for Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. Stay sharp, stay informed, and we will see you again tomorrow with the latest from across America and the world. Thank you for watching. Bye.